We're launching a new series tonight called Weather at the Table, looking at how weather shapes the way we eat. We're starting with one of the Chesapeake Bay's most iconic foods. Meteorologist Evan Stewart explains how weather plays a role before oysters ever reach the table.
Before Chesapeake Bay oysters ever make it to the table, they're shaped by the weather. The Chesapeake Bay is the nation's largest estuary. That's where fresh water from the rivers mixes with the salty water from the Atlantic Ocean. And that balance is critical for oysters. When we get periods of heavy rain like this, more fresh water flows into the bay. Now that can lower the salinity of the water and, in extreme cases, stress or even kill oysters because they can't move to better water. But drought can bring the opposite problem. Saltier water pushes farther up the bay from the Atlantic, and while that may help oyster reproduction in some areas, it can also increase the risk of disease. One of the clearest examples of how weather impacted the bay came in 1972, when Tropical Storm Agnes sent a flood of fresh water into the Chesapeake, damaging oyster beds across the region. So Chesapeake Bay oysters, they just don't taste like the bay, they taste like the weather that shaped the bay before harvest. And that's one example of how weather can shape the way we eat.